Hello. Hello. I was going to go on at 2 o'clock and I had some technical difficulties. So, my apologies, but I'm so glad that we're here right now. So we're going to go over a few quick things to make cash for Christmas if it's something that you're interested in. I am Lydia Cook. I am a nurse turned life and business coach, and I typically work with the busy businesswoman like myself or as of recent, my fellow nurses that are looking to either leave the bedside or maybe add something else to their income so that way they can have some financial and schedule freedom, because a lot of my nurses, my fellow nurses, that is something that's huge for them right now. Is the holidays are here. They're working holidays, weekends, nights, all the blah stuff. Burnout is real. Overwhelm is real. A lot of them are tired. They're wanting to be home with their families. And so they're looking for another way to make money quick. Maybe even leave the bedside, like I said. Maybe they want to choose to stay. That's fine as well. But I love working with my clients to help them live their dream life, get to their vision, their dream that they choose. So, today we're going to talk a little bit about the gig economy, which includes freelance work. If you want to be like a driver, an Uber driver, thrifting online, TaskRabbit, which is kind of cool. And then we're going to talk about some mindset and some sales strategy, not a whole bunch, but a little bit into that. But really, I just want to come on and give people hope that there is opportunity for them to make some cash quick for Christmas. Now, with that said, though, some of my clients are like, well, okay, cash for Christmas is great. But what I really want to do is I want to catapult into 2024 and I want it to go off really well, and I don't want to be at the bedside and I want to try something different. So we'll talk a little bit about what that looks like to launch or start a business and get it to where you want it to be as well. So we'll hit that a little bit too. But anyways, no further ado, we'll go and get started. Again, I'm Lydia Cook. I'm a nurse turned life and business coach. And honestly, where I got where I am today is by living my dream, by chasing a dream and living it and not giving two hoots what other people think, honestly. So that's a lot of what keeps people at the crux of living a life they're not happy with. I call it being happily miserable, meaning that you are just working a job or doing a thing to make ends meet. And you complain about it when you leave, you complain about it when you get home, you complain about it throughout the day. But so you're choosing to be in misery, and you're just choosing to be happy with that. So it's being happily miserable. And I believe that, and I know for certain that we're destined to do so much more. So we're going to talk really quickly about getting cash quick for Christmas. So I want to talk about what the gig economy is exactly and what that looks like. The gig economy is really just labor workers or someone looking to make money freelancing, excuse me, not labor workers, but looking to make money freelancing. That can look like a virtual assistant. It can look like social media management, content creator. That is a freelance position. Another thing that's cool that's freelance as well is project management. And I say that because I used to do project management actually as a nurse for an EMR company. So that's also a freelance opportunity too. And what else is there? There is uh, freelance, virtual assistant, social media marketing, content creator, writers in general, project management, like I said. There are so many things that you can do that's a part of the gig economy. So again, we hit the freelance part. Now I want to talk really quickly about drivers. So there are people that drive everything. They drive people, they drive food, they drive groceries, and I'm talking about your Uber, your Lyft, your Instacart. You have Grubhub, DoorDash. Those are all transportation of sorts, whether it's transporting people, groceries, food, what have you. And that is another part of the gig economy, believe it or not. That is another thing that people in the gig economy do. They do things like that. Now you're considered more of a 1099 person, which just means that your taxes are filed differently. You're not necessarily having Social Security taken out, what have you. And I'm not a tax expert by any stretch of the imagination, but that's the difference. You don't necessarily work You work for yourself, yes, okay, but you still work for someone else, if that makes sense. So, like, someone hires you to do these things. So there's different websites that you can get on to be a part of the gig economy. Those would be like freelancer.com, workup, uh, what else do you have? Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. So we have freelancer.com, workup, Fiverr. That's it, Fiverr. I couldn't remember that. Guru, Flex Jobs, Simply Hired, and the list goes on. But those are just a few that I have here that I was thinking about that I wanted to mention to you. Other gig economy services or freelance services are writing and content creation, technical writing, graphic design. Forgot about that one. Programming and development, digital marketing, virtual assistants. I have virtual assistants. Amazing. Um, People that translate. Imagine that. Video and animation, so people that take videos and create content for you, that's a freelance position. Marketing, sales, audio services, e-commerce, education and tutoring, health, legal, or sorry, legal services, health and fitness, photography, and the list goes on. But again, you're 1099, so you're really your own boss, but you still work for someone else. Someone else employs you in some way. It's a simple, great thing to do. Whenever you set up a Fiverr or an Upwork account, it's like setting up your own profile, putting that you're available to work, and then people reach out. And you can set your rate on there as well, like what you expect to get paid on there. You can set that too. And it's just a great way to get money quick. Whenever people see you, they message you, they may interview you, what have you. So, food for thought, something to think about. Um, Drivers, like I mentioned, affiliate marketing, that's another part of the gig economy. Affiliate marketing is, is really just I'm gonna move this over a little bit. Is where you share someone's products or services and you get a commission from what you sell. And a lot of people do affiliate marketing. It's kind of like a business partnership per se. I had a call right before this, and we were talking about business partnerships. Someone gets a commission off of whatever you sell of their products. It's affiliate marketing, really. Um, It's really something that's up and coming. It's a passive income. You'll hear that's a slang right now. Passive income means that you're making income when you're not really present or visible at that time, not online, what have you, but you're still making that income. Um, I kind of consider it like sharing and I've done this to people actually too. Like click this link to buy this product. That's affiliate marketing. It's kind of like sharing your Christmas wish list or your bridal list or you like your wedding list or your birthday list from Amazon with people. You share that link with people, and then that you get a commission from what they buy from that link. So that's affiliate marketing in a nutshell, to be honest with you. Um, there's a few different sites I'm just going to mention that you could sign up for affiliate marketing. That would be Amazon Associates. That's a pretty common one, actually. Amazon Associates, ClickBank. Then also there's Shopify affiliate programs, and there's so many more, but those are just a few that I can think of. A lot of people, whenever you'll see that they have ads on their websites that pop up, those are affiliate links typically that they can get some income from you on. So that's another option. It's important too that there are some people that I follow on Instagram and they are affiliate marketers and that's all they do. And I actually bought because I saw their posts. And they do as much as they can to stay top of mind. So they're constantly posting. And I counted one of them posted 30 stories on Black Friday alone. So I tell you that because you have to stay top of mind. And when you think you're selling too much, you're probably not. You probably could pick it up a notch. Okay. So again, if you've got that affiliate link or you've got a product to sell, post, post, post. That's super important. Now, tasking, this is something I'd not heard about, okay? But TaskRabbit, it's like a handyman at your fingertips. So if you go to taskrabbit.com, you can find plumbers, electricians, handymen to come work at your home. And it's like a freelance, it's like Fiverr and Upwork, but it's for people that complete tasks like that. I mean, you can even find virtual assistants on there too, actually. But TaskRabbit, pretty cool. I'm gonna check it out because I called someone to help me with some stuff around my house, and I kind of got ghosted. Really disappointed, to be honest with you, but that's okay. I will check out TaskRabbit and see how that works. But anyways, number two, another one is reselling online. It's like thrifting online. There is a lot going on in the thrifting space. A lot of people are just trying to sell stuff around their house. And, you can find it on Amazon. You'll see, like, if you go to buy something on Amazon, it'll say used. You can buy it used or renewed. And that's really a thrift in some ways. But you have to be willing to negotiate on those prices. So if you've got something that's nostalgic to you, or that you've got some kind of emotional bond to, you can't price your product based on your emotional bond to it. Okay, people, let's be real. You've got to be willing to negotiate with people and sell in bundles. So instead of selling a sweater for $25, sell five for 100. Okay, stuff like that. Sell in bundles, sell in masses, to get some money. Because people typically too, should help with shipping and so forth. But people typically want to buy more than one of a product, anyways, especially this time of year. But resell, thrifting online, the shops that you can find are, like I said, Amazon is another one, eBay, and then Poshmark. That's Poshmark, not Mart. It's MARK. But I've been seeing commercials for Poshmark on the TV, actually, during a football game, I think, that we were watching. And anyway, so it's really up and coming. Good Fair, Etsy, Thrifted, ThreadUp. Those are all different places where you can thrift online, which is so cool. And those people that are environmentally focused, it's a great way to just conserve what we've already got in circulation today. So food for thought. But if you got some stuff around your house, get rid of it. Sell it. I always say, and you always hear, someone else's trash or your trash is someone else's treasure. For real. For real. People make a living off of that. Hello. But whenever you're going to sell a product or thrift something, you want to have good quality pictures or videos. I love videos. I like to see something on a person whenever I'm shopping, because it gives me a good visualization if it's something I really would want to buy or not. And really, your lighting and pictures can make or break you for stuff like that, especially if it's not something that people can actually tangibly feel and be on top of. So good pictures, videos. Be willing to negotiate, like I said, and bundle your items as much as possible. Um, Now, if you're wanting to start your own business and start off 2024 in a whole different light, I've got a whole other course I can teach about that. All right. I can hit some highlights on it, and I will today really quick. But I just want to let you know that if you want more details, I do recommend that you comment or message me about my classes that I have. I have a course I'm actually putting together for nurses that are burnt out and they're wanting to start their own business, or maybe take their side hustle or passion and amplify that into more. So that's coming around the mountain. I've been having honestly, I'm going to be very transparent. I've got a coach I'm working with, and that's helping me bring this course to fruition. And it's hard because she makes me go slow. And Lydia does not like to go slow. As you can tell, I'm a fast talker and a fast mover and shaker, but she's really making me go slow, which I truly appreciate. Truly, truly, truly appreciate. So I doubt that she's watching this, but if she is, thank you so much. Anyways, what does it mean to launch something, right? So people say launch all the time, and it can be so convoluted. But I'll tell you what it means to launch something. Really, what the word truly means is just to propel, to get something started. We launch stuff all the flipping time, people. Whenever people hear launch, I think they automatically think I'm going to duck and cover and hide, right? Like, I'm so scared to launch this thing. Okay, anytime you make a social media post or a video, you're launching it. All right. Like, let's be real. Okay. So anytime you get out, you leave your house to go to the grocery store, or you're launching. Okay. It's taking action to move forward. All right. So I just want to hit home on that, because so many of my clients are so scared to launch something. And don't be scared. Don't be afraid, because we do it all the time, believe it or not. So Anyways, if you're just now getting started and this is your first business, it can be really overwhelming. Okay. So you got to determine, do I want to do a product or do I want to do a service? And to determine if you want to do a product or a service, I really bring my clients back to their why. Why is it you want to leave? What is it? What is feeding this longing? What have you done in the past? What certifications do you have? What do you passion to do? What is something that people come to you and talk to you about regularly, that they come to you for advice for, because that may be something. Or if you're in the professional realm already, like myself, I have a project management background. I'm a nurse. I could easily start a clinical project management company. I'm not going to, but I'm saying that's something I've got knowledge about, right? It's not something I'm really super passionate about by any stretch of imagination, although I got pretty darn good at it. But if you're not passionate about it, it could be that you solve a problem. So there we go. Or something you're proficient at that you feel comfortable teaching others about, that could be a business you could start as well. And I work with my clients on these in my time and money accelerator, and then in my course that I'm creating for nurses, which I'm so excited for, which I was hoping I'd have done by the middle of December, but let's be realistic. It'll probably be a launch for me the beginning of the year. Be looking for it. It's gonna be a little messy. That's all right. It's me. I don't care. But I really work with my clients on a no pressure launch. And there is nothing special about a no pressure launch other than I tell them to have fun with it. Have fun with it. Know that it's going to change and take different shape and iteration along the way, and that is fine. But a no pressure launch should be something fun that you can do. And oh, sorry, Instagram. I am plugging my computer in because I think it's going to die, to be real with you. To be 100% real with you. One second. There you go. Ta, ta, ta. There you go. Now it's got life. Okay. But anyways, no pressure launch, release all expectations. Just have fun with it. Just have fun with it. Do know that when you start a business, it's not gonna be perfect. You're gonna continue to grow on it. It's gonna evolve. It's gonna iterate, as one of my coaches says, it iterates to greatness. And so it's gonna continue to evolve and grow like we do, right? We're not who we were 10 years ago. Praise the Lord. We're not who we were 10 years ago, right? We're constantly changing and evolving and hopefully getting better. We're not today who we will wake up to be tomorrow because we're aging and so forth. So think about artificial intelligence. Okay, how much it's changed our life over the years, or just even over the few years it's been around. So again, have fun with it. Release all expectations. Okay. Um, uh, Got to get this thing going here. There you go. Okay. All right. So with a no pressure launch too, you're going to release all expectations. Like I said, you're going to focus on what you're going to sell. You're going to focus on that. You're going to focus on the people you serve, because when you're not focused on them, you're focused on yourself, and that is self-serving. All right. So I work with my clients to focus on the people that they're there to serve, because when you focus on yourself, you get lost in the muck and the mess in your head, the mindset issues and all the nasties. So whenever you focus on other people, you can release that. You can release that, and you can be serving people like why you went into business. So I work with my clients on what I call the rule of five. Okay. So sorry, the five ones, the rule of five ones. Oh, five ones. Number one, we focus on one product or service, just one thing at a time. One thing. Okay. Again, I work a lot with women that are busy moms. All right. Have plenty on their plate. They do not need more overwhelm. Okay. So we focus on one product or service that we can hopefully just keep that laser focus on, and get results quickly, hopefully, because we focused on one, became that expert. Um, and so then it's one problem solved. So again, that one problem. So you've got that, like, I'm a life and business coach and I work with women. I'm really laser focused on working with nurses, because nurses are burnt out and they're looking to leave the bedside. So, however, I don't just work with nurses. I mean, I work with respiratory therapists. I work with VAs. I work with a plethora of different people, and nurses. But still, that one thing at a time. Okay, that specific problem that you solve. And if it's a product, great. You sell earrings, like my Christmas earrings. See, aren't those fun? So you sell earrings, great. That's a problem solved. I needed these Christmas earrings. Okay, I'm just saying that because I needed to go with my awesome Christmas shirt. Okay, but that it's a problem solved. Okay, um, and one target market. So I really work with my clients on focusing on selling um, to one target market. Uh, and what I mean is, like, in January, I'm gonna be laser focused on working with nurses and helping them to build something that's not overwhelming because life's overwhelming enough, right? And if they need to start while they're working a full-time job, then we can do that too, right? So again, being laser focused on um, that one target audience, and then a system for getting those clients, one social media system. When I first started my business, I worked mainly in Facebook and Instagram. And the only reason why I did two at once is because I already had those accounts. Okay. So I knew a little bit about Facebook. So I was like, I don't know much about Instagram other than how to look at recipes and watch videos and all the things. Right. So that was like, okay, I should probably learn more about Instagram. So I spent my first year with my coaching business learning about Instagram, and then became better at Instagram. So again, I focused on that one system for getting clients on a certain platform. Okay, and that was Instagram. So, and then one offer. One way that will consistently convert prospects into clients. So you got to think about strategy sessions here, webinars, live events. Pick one and get good at it. All right. I'll be honest, for me, it was going live. I focused on going live. And why that was is because I was not comfortable doing that. And I know that when we sit in a place of comfort, we will not grow. Okay. Our brains want us to feel comfortable. So I knew that I needed to challenge myself to grow. So I focused on doing live webinars and workshops. I do one every first Tuesday of the month. This is the first Tuesday of the month. I'm doing a live workshop. I go live every first Tuesday of the month. Now, I do try to sprinkle in other lives or even do reels and other video content. I do a lot of video stories weekly, daily. Okay. Stories daily, weekly, lives, typically. But again, I focused on that live interaction with people. Why I focused on that live interaction too is because people build know, like, and trust better with folks when they see them. They see who they are. They see their families. They see what their body language is like. And I like lives because mine are kind of, I mean, I'm prepared. I'm looking at a PowerPoint here. I'm kind of prepared, but I'm unscripted in some ways. Like, I'm not reading off the screen what exactly it is I wanted to go over with you. I just had a great idea, an outline of what I wanted to talk about. So when you have live videos, you can be more real and authentic, and people want that. People want authenticity. When you're not authentic, people really don't care. I mean, they can see right through it. So again, be authentic, and then focus on it for a year, 1 year. So I focused on my one-to-one coaching for a year. Okay. And now I'm doing a little bit of one-to-many. So, or one to few, excuse me, one to few. So one to few is what I'm going to be doing in January, which is focusing on working on with nurses, and it won't just all be nurses. Most of them will be nurses, which is great. But really honing in on working on an intimate group up with them, like 5 to 6 in a pod is what I'm going to do. 5 to 6 in a pod. We're going to do a weekly call, and then they're going to have homework to help them grow their business in 60 days or less. And so that's what I'm working on for January. But again, and I'll focus on that for a year. I will focus on that for a year, and I will reiterate it and make it better as it goes on. So, but again, it's the 5 ones. Okay. And I'm going to run through them one more time with you, but it's one, again, it's to simplify, to amplify, excuse me. My throat is a little, is a little rough today. It's been rough since Saturday when my son's football team won state. I yelled so much. Sunday, I noticed I was a little hoarse, and it's still a little, it's just kind of right there. But anyways, one product, one problem solved for a specific target, one system for getting clients, one offer for 1 year. Okay. So it's all ones. All right. So focus on those 5 ones. And I promise that'll make a difference. And why that is because when we're trying to serve everyone, we're serving the masses and we're serving many, and we can't, it's hard to serve people. So again, 5 ones. All right. The next thing is pricing. So I work with my clients if they're doing a one-to-one, if they're doing some kind of service, if it's not a product. Now products are typically already priced, but if it's a service, I work with them on the pricing of that service, and we increase the pricing about every 3 clients that they get if it's a service. A service, again, being coaching, freelancing, because my freelancers have a hard time with this too, and I'll tell you why. Because they don't give themselves, and my coaches do too. My anyone that's starting a business that's in the service has a hard time with this, undervaluing their time, truly undervaluing their time. When you work for someone else, they put a dollar amount on your time. That's not necessarily what your time is worth. All right. Hear my heart. That is not necessarily what your time is worth. Okay. But so I work with my clients on determining what that value is, and we increase that time, that value, or their pricing every 3 clients or every 3rd sale. Yep. We increase it just incrementally. It feels comfortable. It feels comfortable for them. It's a great way too for that brain that feels comfortable to start to expand a little bit, and grow outside that comfort zone. So that's super important. I really, really just it makes me happy to see it happen. So, and then just remember too, it all takes time. I don't care if you're selling a product, if you're selling a service, it all takes time. It's not going to be get rich quick. Okay, people, if there is a get rich quick scheme out there, my antennas raise. Okay. There's been some I've heard of recently, and I'm like, really? To send emails, you get that much money? Like, I don't know that I'm willing to do that. Like, it kind of makes me want to pump the brakes a bit. And I listen to my intuition. And I'm money driven, yes, but I'm not. Like, I'm more service driven. I know the blessings will come. I'm more service driven. And I do want to, I value my time, obviously, but I follow my gut and my heart a lot. And I'll tell you, it's not failed me. Okay. So, anyways, intuition is so important. But do know, starting a business is like a relationship. All right. Like, let's be real. It's going to take some time, y'all. So, just hunker down, tighten up the bra straps, and just know you're going to be in it for a bit. Reach out for help. That is something I did. I've had a multi-level marketing business. I had a coach. All right. I became a consultant. I sponsored over 50 women into my business in a year. I hit sales. I made national court of sales. I won this beautiful ring within a year of me starting my business. 2 years, I won an iPad because my kids wanted an iPad. So I pushed myself to get the iPad for them. But how I kept building my business, and I earned the privilege of driving a car through that company as well, a free car. How I grew my business quickly, though, is I had a coach. And I surrounded myself with mentors and like-minded people, and people who challenged me, people that were where I wanted to be. I intentionally surrounded myself with those people. And that is how I grew so quickly. From there, I started in real estate. I grew that up to 6 figures in a year because I surrounded myself with people that were like-minded, that got me to where I wanted to be, that I would trade places with. And I had a mentor, I had a coach the entire time. I started a recruiting company, believe it or not, right around the time of the pandemic. And I got that up to 6 figures, and we put an in-ground pool in our backyard. And I used the funds from that 6-figure business to put this pool in our backyard, by the way. So again, and how did I do that? I actually had a coach. Sad story. Hang with me there. The coach that started me in my recruiting business, I loved him. He was great. He passed away, unfortunately. Oh my gosh, it was so sad. And he was so young. I honestly do not know what he passed away from, but anyways, so I'm very thankful. If you're listening to me in heaven, I'm very thankful for him opening up the opportunity, because it helped me put my pool in. But again, I had a coach. I hired someone to help walk alongside me to get me to where I wanted to be. Someone that was just enough ahead of me that could pave the way. So it was super great. And then I was doing coaching all throughout this time, but I never really took it seriously or took it as a business until a few years ago. And then I took it online, and now it's getting me to 6 figures where I want to be as well. So but again, I've had 4 or 5 coaches over the last year to help me through different milestones. I've had a coach to help me with social media. I've had a coach to help me with business strategy. I've had a coach to help me with life coaching, as I'm a life coach and business coach. So I've now have a coach to help me with my course actually. So, and I meet with her 3 days a week and, oh no, sorry, 2 days a week. And then I meet with another coach on Wednesday nights, a business coach on Wednesday nights. So I practice what I preach. Let's put it that way. But having someone walk alongside you helps to propel you and accelerate your growth. Hence why I have my time and money accelerator, because I'm super passionate about that. And honestly, as a labor and delivery nurse, I coached a lot. I got pretty darn good at it. It's a different kind of coaching, obviously, but oh well. So I do want to talk a little bit about whenever you have a service versus a product. So we talked a little bit about services and what that looks like with coaching, or if you wanted to start like a project management, or you want to take your professional background and start a business off of it. Um, do make sure that if you're going to start something like that, or you're going to do any kind of freelance work, that there's no non-competes, okay? Because you don't want to get yourself in a world of legal hot or turmoil or hot water or whatever. Words are hard right now. But you want to make sure that you're doing it completely legal. So again, make sure there's no non-competes. But whenever you're freelancing, I do want to remind you that it's a 1099 position typically. I am not a person to educate you on 1099 things. Okay. All things 1099 go to an accountant for, but it's not the same. You're not a W-2 employee. You still own your own time and so forth, but you're still working for someone. Okay. And then with products, when you sell products online, it is important that, again, like I said earlier, that you have good pictures, videos, so that way people want to buy your products. You bundle your products because it sells better. And whenever I used to be in my MLM, it was a product-based multi-level marketing business, and I would put freebies in my packages to my clients and I would look at my clients and see what their order history has been, and intentionally put something that I think would be a compliment to what they're already using, to kind of reel them into buying more of the products. And that was something that I did a lot to increase sales. Now, keep in mind, when I was doing this kind of business, this was in 2010 to 2013, 14 is when I was really heavy in the business. And um, I carried a product here at the house, and I could also order and have products shipped to my clients and have freebies put in their orders as well. So it was a little bit different then than it is now. A lot of places don't make you carry an inventory unless you want to. They order directly off your website. It was not like that. It was becoming more common in 2010 to 2013, 14, but it wasn't as commonplace as it is today. All right. But again, product bundles are huge and freebies are great. But posts during Black Friday, there are two affiliate marketers I follow a lot, and they had over 30 posts or stories. 30, it was 30 stories, not posts, but 30 stories. They were posting 30 times a day. Okay. 30 at least. When you think you've posted enough, post one more. Okay. I promise you, just keep posting. Um, some mindset stuff I want to go over really quick. Who cares what other people think? Who cares? They don't have to live your life and they don't have to pay your bills. Okay. But you've got a family to answer to, or you've got someone to answer to, and you've got debtors to pay. Everyone's got debtors, whether it's a mortgage or your electricity or water, what have you. You've got people that you got to pay. Okay. You want to pay attention to you. Okay. When you are focused on just yourself, you are focused on the wrong things. You need to be focused on who you serve. And I don't care if you're selling a product or if you're selling a service. You need to be focused on who you serve, and that will help the most. So anytime you feel anxious about something, think about why you are feeling anxious. It's because you are self-focused. You're not focused on the right people. You're not focused on the people you serve. Okay. Another thing too, when you serve many, you're serving no one. Okay. So you've got to serve fewer people. So be laser focused on what that product or that service is that you're selling and your audience. All right. Um, and another thing I want to leave you with is what you feed and focus on grows. If you focus on a lot of negative, you're going to get a lot of negative back. If you focus on a lot of positive, you're going to get a lot of positive and blessings back. I guarantee you that 100%. I promise you that. Quick story about my recruiting business. So in my recruiting business, I got a really really nasty email from someone that called me a lot of horrible names, a lot of explicitives I cannot say. All right. Well, I could, but it would be very unkind of me, very trashy. And I chose to laugh at it and turn away because I'm like, they don't know who I am. They don't know that I am. I think I'm a lot of fun and super great. Okay. So I'm just going to say that. But they don't know that. They don't know Lydia. Okay. They know the person that they got the email from that they just weren't happy to get the email from. That's all they know. Okay. And anytime someone comes at you in a negative light, don't be quick to judge. And why I say that is because you do not know what is going on in their background. You have no clue if you've hit them in a bad day, but your positive attitude could be all the difference in the world for them. Okay. All the difference in the world. And if you're in a bad mood before you get on a call or before you do a live, I would pause it. I would take a second and I would recoup and recover. Do what you can to uplift yourself. Listen to some music. I'm Christian, and I find sometimes when I listen to my Christian music or I listen to a podcast or something that uplifts me, I'm in a better light. And I try to smile when I'm on the phone with people. I try to smile because it extends through that telephone to other people. When I'm on a Zoom call with someone where they can see me or not, I have this on. I have my happy face on. I don't always have on this awesome Christmas shirt, by the way, this awesome wine glass shirt. But I have, but I try to be in the best of mood possible because there have been times when I have met someone that just, you could tell they did not like their job, but towards the end of, or they didn't like their life at that time. But towards the end of our conversation, they were typically smiling and I had, my positive had rubbed off on them in some ways, or at least helped to bring them up. And sometimes people need that. Another thing too, compliment people. Compliment, compliment, compliment. We don't compliment people enough and show appreciation. And I really know for a fact that compliments carry. I mean, they will carry you so far. So, anyways, in summary, y'all. First of all, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and just let you know that this doesn't stop here today. If you want more Lydia, if you want more coaching, you can reach me at lydiacookcoaching.com. There are two ways my clients work with me right now. It's my one-to-one coaching. It's my time and money accelerator. It's customized coaching for my clients. And then my courses. My major course I'm working on actually right now, again, I'm so excited, is working with the busy nurse that's burnt out, that's looking to transition from the bedside, start her own business, or maybe turn her side hustle or side gig into something serious. Okay. And she wants time and money freedom and autonomy. And I help women to live their dream life. And that's typically their dream life. But anyways, so again, it doesn't stop here. So you can either message me. I'm on all the platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, um, X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm on all those, and Instagram. Did I say that? Um, anyways, I'm on all those platforms. But again, I hope this is a blessing for you. If it was a blessing, please comment and let me know that this was a blessing to you. If it's not for you, but you're like, gosh, I think someone would benefit from hearing this, even if it's a nugget, share it with them. Okay. Because it could be the blessing that you could give them for that day. And you never know how it can change someone else's life. So, you know what, y'all, I thank you so much for being with me today and taking time out of your schedule to watch this or be a part of it live, what have you. I'm going to click over here and see. And it's funny, before this call to this live that I'm doing right now, I had a call with a client, had some major technical difficulties. My computer kept telling me it needed to relaunch my browser. And I'm like, no, you can't relaunch this right now because I'm on an important call with a client or potential client. So anyways, I was going to come on much sooner, but I do appreciate your grace and your understanding. And I just, again, wish you all the best and a very Merry Christmas and many blessings. Take care. Bye.